Okay, inside here, let's just create a new file and call it nuke-comp utils.py, and I will write this out and then we'll come back and go over what we're doing. Okay, so it's kind of similar to the nuke grade utils, where we basically open up a script. We use this nuke.all nodes, and then you pass in the node type to get all the read nodes basically. Then we're going to read the name out of it and just check that it's not plate, env, or props, just because we know they haven't changed. This is like, to be honest, this isn't completely necessary if stuff's likely to update. But let's add it in there. Why not? Then we get the file name out of the read node. A couple of directory checks just to split up the path essentially, and get the version of it. Then we work out the latest version because basically we're going to end up inside here, and if there's multiple versions, so v2, v3, etc., like when we render them out, it will find the latest one. Yeah, and just replace the name essentially in there. Cool. Then we go down to the right name, and again we'll replace the. Let's just get inside new quickly. So on the reads, we'll basically be searching for a new version of this and updating if it finds it. I should say these are going into a Z merge, so we rendered each pass with a. Oops. With a depth, by the way, that's just why we're doing that. Definitely not the most efficient way to do a slap comp, but it's fine for this example. And then basically we'll be doing the same thing. If we find an update, then just match it in here essentially, or update there. And then write, and then this is kind of the same we did in the last example as well. And again, we're just going to call this with either os.system or subprocess, so we'll want to be passing in basically fake command line arguments. Cool, so now let's head up and make the actual script that calls this. Let's call that nuke bash comp py. Cool. What's this? Import subprocess. We'll just do this one again. Start and we need to do that. We're always going to want to call it, so that's fine. I'm going to paste this stuff in just because it's the same. Oops. Let's sort that out. Just need to copy a couple of lines in. This stuff here. Let's copy paste that in because it's those same ugly ass lines to find my local terminals or local command line scripts. Sorry. Cool. So here we basically just running hyphen again like we've done previously, and we just do a hip instead of previously we were actually loading it inside a function, but here because it's so short we can just do a hipfile.load and pass it in directly on the command line, and then we're basically going to go to out the render node, It's just basically saying press this render button that gets all of its mantra node inputs and starts rendering. Cool, and then we just pass that to subprocessors.call, and then once that's run, we pass it this util script we just created. Same thing here, just a path to my nuke terminal runner, and then we need to pass in this Python script, the start and end, because we need to define that inside nuke. We could also pass that into up to here if we wanted to change the values, and a nuke script that we'll do on the command line. And again, we pass it to subprocess.call. So let's just finish that out with some sister arg values. Save that, and we should be good to run that on the command line. Let's just go find that script on disk. Cool, yeah, it's there, and then we just need to do Python nuke bash comp, and then we're going to pass it users stop bash comp, and the first is going to be the Houdini file, and the second is going to be bash comp.nuke file. Cool, so we shall keep that off, and hopefully Houdini will start rendering, and then, oops, not if I don't spell it right. Oh, sorry, I forgot to pass in the frame range. And I happen to know this shot is released at 1 to 40. Cool, so this will now go off and kick off those nuke renders, and we should start to see version 2 pop up here, and a new image sequence for character A and character B start to get rendered. Just want to see one of these go through. It might be taking a bit of time just because it's the first one. There we go. Cool. So we'll come back once this has gone through, and then it will head off to nuke and start to detect or look for this v2 directory, check if the image sequence has been updated, and kick out a new movie inside here. So we will come right back when that's done. Coming into the end of the script here, and here we have nuke writing out that bash comp. So that should have written it out to here. Let's just check that. And here it is, absolutely. So let's check that out. Cool. So here's our last one. And here is our V2. Great.